Hi, welcome to the Georgia Healthcare Association's virtual conference. I'm so glad that you're here with us today, and we're excited to share our topic, Senior Living Marketing, Climbing to the Top. I'm your facilitator today, Ms. Bonnie Rainmaker Mauldin, President and CEO of the Mauldin Group. The Mauldin Group is a full-service web design and digital marketing agency. We won Business of the Year with the Chamber of Commerce. We've been ranked the top SEO company in Atlanta, and we're certified Google partners. We're also very proud members of the Georgia Healthcare Association. We employ a full-time team of graphic designers, web designers, social media managers, photographers, videographers, writers, media consultants, media buyers, and paid advertising specialists. Together, we work as a team to service the marketing department for senior living communities nationwide, and we're proud to be headquartered right here in Roswell, Georgia. In this photo, I was awarded Business Person of Excellence by the Greater North Fulton Chamber of Commerce, and this is my team standing here with me. We are very passionate about what we do. We're very interested in seeing how seniors choose their place of residence and how their children select where their parents will live. And we have come up with a strategic, systematic way of helping companies brand themselves throughout the internet. And what I'm here to do today is share some very powerful techniques and strategies that I use to elevate a company's brand and increase their qualified leads. Are you ready to get started? Okay, great. I am too. Let's do this. Okay, so let's talk about the silver economy. Seniors are the wealthiest age cohort in the world, together with older professionals ages 45 through 64. Until 2030, the silver economy will gain even more absolute strength because of the numbers of seniors is growing by 3.2% every year compared to 0.8% of the whole population. In this graph here, you'll see the top silver economy markets in 2030 projected, and the US dominates with China following fast afterwards. So we have a booming senior community in the country here. And it's important to think about your brand message post-COVID-19, because before, senior living has always been offered with a blend of healthcare and hospitality. But debate has raged over which aspect is most important. Now, instead of focusing heavily on amenities like massage rooms, fitness centers, pool, spa, and sauna to entice seniors to move to your community, it's time to shift the focus to care and safety. So some of the things that you can do to highlight the care and safety at your community is to add COVID-19 notices to your website. Add a visitation notice to your website. Let friends and family know the best protocol to visiting seniors at your community. Add an educational video addressing COVID-19 concerns. Most people are visual learners. That's why 70% of the time when a company has a video on their website, the conversion rates are higher. So by having a video that explains everything that a person might inquire about or have an objection to will be a great tool to use on your website. You want to highlight how you provide more outdoor access, ways to isolate residents more comfortably, more touchless technology, more intensive air purification systems, dedicated health spaces, and on-site clinics, and other health-focused adaptations. People will be impressed that you took the time to explain to them how you're concerned about COVID-19. You acknowledge that it's something that is a major issue. People are really scared that their loved ones will be infected, and that you're doing everything in your power to keep the facility safe and healthy for the residents. So let's talk about the transition to the digital landscape. Compared to a year ago, Internet advertising was generating 106 more inquiries for independent living, 54% more inquiries for assisted living and memory care communities, and 27 more inquiries for lifespan communities, according to October 2020 data from Enquire. Providers that have underinvested in digital up to this point have a lot of work to do. Action items include updating websites so they are not simply virtual brochures, but are interactive and capture valuable data about the consumers, implementing greater automation, leveraging video more effectively, and implementing more powerful customer relationship management. And we'll talk more about all of this today. So let's go into an introduction to sales and marketing the digital way. We'll talk about web design and development, search engine marketing, social media marketing, paid digital advertising, content marketing, and sales automation. What a great lineup of content we have for you today. I'm so excited to share this with you. So first, website design and development. I want to share a few points on what you should have on your website and how it should function. So first, you want to have nice 14-point font, so it's easy for seniors to read. When you have a teeny tiny font, it makes it hard to read. It makes people want to go off the website and go elsewhere to look for information. So make sure you have sizable font that is easy to read with nice bold headers. Next, use real photos of the facility, the staff, and residents having fun. People will have more of an emotional connection to real photos versus the stock photography photos. It'll make you stand out from the crowd. Next is using video to show your philosophy on care, COVID-19 precautions, process for getting started, and testimonials. Video is where it's at. Like I said earlier, 70% of the time, the conversion rates are higher when there's video on the website. Next, add ADA compliance so disabled people have access, and this will reduce your risk for legal action. Yes, companies are being sued by people who are disabled, who are unable to navigate through the website because their technology, software for people who are blind, deaf, or have cognitive disabilities is not able to sort through the site to read the text, identify the photos, and see captions on the videos, and modify the color of the website or make the website text bigger or smaller as needed. So ADA compliance can be a widget that can be added to the website that will add this functionality so more people have access. Next, add consumer guides, a newsletter subscription, or free ebook to build rapport and credibility with the prospect that's visiting the website. You always want to give an opportunity for a family member or a future resident to gain more information than they had when they first visited the website. And so you can capture their email address, name, and phone number to follow up with them later. Next, make it easy to schedule an in-person tour or a virtual tour at the click of a button or a phone call. Most people are navigating your website using their cell phones, so make sure your website is most mobile responsive. And all of the phone numbers are click to call ready. And that's just a special code that you would add to the website's phone number. So it's easily on the phone number by pushing the phone number and actually making that phone call from the cell phone through your website. And also virtual tours can be booked automatically, making the form connected to your salespeople's calendar. So it's already booked and it's already on their calendar, or you can do a live virtual tour while the person is visiting the website. There are tools in place that can make a chat session turn into a video session right away with your sales team. So think about all the different ways you can automate your sales process since people are not wanting to come out as often in person. Another thing that will make your website more personable and relatable is by adding staff photos and bios. Add service information that's detailed and very clear and concise, easy to understand. And you want to add stories celebrating the accomplishments and achievements of your staff and the residents that are living with you. So anytime there's an opportunity to celebrate, make sure that is being shared through a blog post, through the website, through the social media channels. And make sure you always have permission to share your staff's photos on the internet and your residents' photos on the internet. There's just a short waiver you can give people before you take those pictures and video content and share it online. Also, think about adding awards, certifications, and special partnerships that you have, and any alliances with big name brands that's recognizable. And when you have these partnerships and alliances, ask the partner to add a link back to your website on their website. And what this will do is drive traffic to your website from their website, and it'll also increase your rankings in the Google search by having more links pointing to your site from credible websites. So this is a great way to reciprocate, and you can have a link to their website and share that credibility through Google by having the back and forth link. So your website is a very valuable tool. It's selling for you 24/7, 365 days of the year. Take your website very seriously. Give it a nice design, give it nice photos, nice videos, clear and concise copy, nice, wide and readable fonts. And you'll be on your way to automating your sales process and making it possible for people to find you online and easily navigate the site to schedule an appointment with you to book that tour. Next, I want to talk to you about search engine marketing. Search engine marketing is a digital marketing strategy used to increase the visibility of a website in search engine results. You'll see on the right-hand side a picture with 3 arrows. When you do a typical Google search, there are 3 results that can appear. Your paid results are at the top, your local listings are in the middle, and your organic results are at the bottom. Ideally, you'd like to have coverage and visibility in all 3 sections of the first page of a search as it relates to your keyword or the word that someone would type in to find your service. So when someone types in senior living in your city, you want your community to pop up in all 3 spots here. To show up in the paid section at the top, those are called Google Ads. And those ads can be placed based on the keyword that's typed in, based on the zip code, the city, the county, the state, or even the country. You can manage what the ad says, where the ad clicks to once someone clicks on the button, and you can designate how many times people click on the ad based on the budget. A good starting budget for a Google ad campaign is a minimum of $500. Your campaign can go all the way up to $5,000 or $50,000 or more, just depending on the number of leads that you're looking to get. A click to your website can typically range from as low as $2 for a click, all the way up to $10 to $15 for a click, just depending on how competitive it is in your area for those keywords. When you hire a professional agency to manage these ad campaigns for you, we have a vast knowledge of how these ads work, how the budget should be spent, and drawing from our previous knowledge from other companies like yours, we can navigate the best content to go on the website and the best copy and verbiage to use within the ad. There are also something called extensions, which will allow for extra links to be added to the ad that will make the ad bigger and make it more appealing to click on. So think about Google Ads in your search engine marketing strategy. Next, you want to think about the local listings. In order for your local listing to stand out, the person searching for your community will need to be in the local vicinity of your zip code. And you will appear occasionally in the local listings for people who are close by if you have an optimized Google My Business listing. Google My Business can be set up for free at google.com/business. You want to make sure your name, address, and phone number are correct, and you want to optimize your listing by adding pictures to it, adding video to it, adding an appointment calendar link, and also all of your service offerings. There's also space to add special hours of operation for holidays as well, and notices. So your listing in the middle here will really stand out if you have more 5-star reviews than your competitors. When it comes to 5-star reviews, people like to see them posted regularly, at least once or twice a month. And they like to see them posted with a genuine, heartfelt review. If your reviews are very general, like great service, great job, nice place, then it will look contrived, as if you paid someone to write that review for you. But if the review is very detailed, stating how great the service was, a particular situation that you helped them with, and how you really helped them with their loved one, then that review is going to almost serve as a sales tool for you and will help people choose your community over the many dozens of others that are in the same area. Next, the number of reviews makes a difference. If you have 10 reviews and your competitors have 100 reviews, then the competitor with 100 reviews will look more credible because they have more. If you have more reviews and all the reviews are negative, many of them are negative, then that will have a negative impact on the business at first glance. So the key to being successful in the local listings is to have a fully optimized profile with pictures, hours of operation, name, address, phone number, and web address, and also have regular 5-star reviews posted that are genuine and heartfelt. The next arrow at the bottom are the organic results, and that positioning is related to search engine optimization, or SEO for short. Search engine optimization has to do with building credibility for your website. So Google will scan the website, see the relevance that it has to certain keywords, and then rank your website at the top of the Google search when those keywords are typed in. Keywords like assistant living communities in my area, senior living communities near me, or top senior living communities. You want your website to be SEO optimized for the keywords that are related to your local area and the services that you offer. And you do that by making sure you have content that has the keywords in it on each specific page with a specific theme related to the service. You want to have frequent updates to the website, adding content like blogs and testimonials and new pages on a regular basis. And then all that is associated with on-site SEO. That's all the coding and the speed and the responsiveness and the user friendliness of the website. So Google can index it like a librarian would place a book in the right section. Google is like a big library, placing websites in the right section. And so the more relevance your website has to a topic, the higher you will rank for that particular topic. So what we do at the Mauldin Group is make sure that our clients are seen as an authority for their topic or keyword, so they can rank very high at the top here in the organic results. Again, by having that visibility in the paid ad section, the local listings, and the organic results through off-site and on-site SEO, an optimized local listing, and a well-placed paid ad campaign, you will have the most real estate on the first page of a Google search, and you will have the most clicks on your website from qualified buyers. It's really great to have this tool available to have that high level of visibility in front of your customers. It's a great time. All right, next I'd like to talk to you about social media marketing. YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn are the top social media channels for senior living communities. YouTube because it's the second top search engine in the world. Facebook because it is the best way to reach your target audience in the age group that you're trying to get to. And then LinkedIn because it's just a phenomenal tool for business networking and staff recruitment. As a bonus, I'd like to give you 3 extra points: an introduction to remarketing, an introduction to geofencing, and an introduction to content marketing. So all this is exciting stuff. It's just a great way to get your name out there, increase brand visibility, gain more credibility with your target audience. So let's go. So let's talk about marketing on YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine next to Google and owned by Google. Videos on YouTube can appear in Google searches for local companies. There's an extra section that can show up on a Google search called featured snippets. And featured snippets can be in the form of a picture, of an article, and as a video. And so if your video in particular, it has a high level of relevance to what people are searching for, then your video can show up on the first page of Google, and it can show up in a query on youtube.com itself. So a great strategy to market on YouTube is to post company videos on YouTube and try to get new subscribers, get new leads, and increase your brand visibility. And you do that by posting events. We post an About Us video where you talk about your philosophy, what you're all about, what makes you unique. You post testimonials from your residents. You have your staff talk about how great it is to work there, and try to recruit great talent, because that's hard to find. Good talent and good workers and good staff are very hard to find. It's very competitive, so you want to do everything you can to attract that top talent. Next, you want to answer questions. Think of all the frequently asked questions that you hear in the sales presentation and find a way to create a video that answers those questions very thoroughly, so people are impressed, and it helps you overcome objections before they even visit your facility. And next, give company updates. Talk about what's going on in your company. If you have a new facility that you're opening, or a new wing to the building, or a new amenity that you're adding. These are all exciting things that should be updated by the leadership through video. And then also share COVID-19 safety protocols by, again, showing that you care about the residents. You're doing everything you can to keep everyone safe and healthy. Will add a higher level of comfort for the children of the people who are coming to live at the community, and then also the residents themselves who are shopping for their next place to live. And then next, you want to take that video once it's produced and embed it on your website. You can share it on social media posts. You can also share it in email marketing campaigns, like a monthly newsletter. So video can be used in so many ways. It can be used to be found in a Google search. It can be used to be found in a YouTube search. It can be used to be found on your website, on social media, in an email campaign, and it can be used to answer questions and educate people on your recruitment process and your staff credentials and awards won. So think about all the different ways you can use video, because the conversion rates are 70% higher when video is used on the website. And here at the Mauldin Group, we produce these amazing videos for our clients, and we get exceptional results from them. Okay. So let's talk about marketing on Facebook. 62% of the internet users, 65 and older, use Facebook. That's amazing, isn't it? And 72% of 50 to 64-year-olds use it. So Facebook is not just for the kids anymore. It's for, seniors. It's for the adult children of seniors, and it is for pretty much everyone. So that's why it's such a powerful tool for marketing your company. 80% of marketers are using Facebook for advertising. So think about that. That's well over 50% of marketers using Facebook in their advertising arsenal. Users on average spend around 19.5 hours on social media every month, specifically Facebook. So that's a lot of time. That's almost a part-time job there. So what's great about Facebook is the fact that you can run advertising campaigns based on the age, location, expressed interests, and website visitors. So you can actually target people who have already visited your website on Facebook, and you can reach out to people who are a certain age, a certain gender as well, and target people by mile radius from your location, city, state, and zip code. So it's just an amazing tool to target people in a very specific way. So use Facebook advertising to get your name out there. And next, I'd like to talk to you about LinkedIn. It's primarily used for business networking. It's a great tool for your sales team to connect to referral partners like local hospitals and physical therapy offices and referral services, and also estate planners, people like that. You want to establish good, strong relationships for referral partners on LinkedIn. You can also use it to post jobs and recruit top talent for your job openings. I know it's hard to find great people to work. So LinkedIn has all the credentials of people with their profiles and the amount of experience that they have in certain job functions. So you can send a direct message to their inbox to recruit them to your firm, or you can send some advertising ads through video or pictures and text to show up in a qualified employees feed inside their accounts. So think about LinkedIn. You can advertise directly in the inbox or show up in the feed of the targeted prospects as well. So think about LinkedIn because it's a great place for professional networking and connecting to your potential new employee. So I wanted to talk to you about remarketing. Remarketing is a way to connect with people who previously interacted with your website or mobile app. It allows you to strategically position your ads in front of these audiences as they browse Google or its partner websites. So if you look at the diagram, it says you have an internet user. Step 2, they visit your website. Step 3, they leave your website. And step 4, later, as they browse the internet, your ad will display on other sites. That's the retargeting ad. Step 5, your retargeting ad captures their interest. And step 6, the internet then converts to a loyal customer. So you're essentially showing them ads on other websites so they can visit your website again and give you their contact information so you can reach out to them. It's a great way to remind people of the fact that they visited your website, they're interested, and that they should return. Next is an introduction to geofencing. Geofencing is a location-based service that businesses use to engage their audience by sending relevant messages to smartphone users who enter a predefined location or geographic area. So you can literally target people on their cell phones when they enter a certain radius from your location. So it's a great and powerful way to deliver ads to people and to target people who are local to you. And then next is an introduction to content marketing. Content marketing is a form of marketing focused on creating, publishing, and distributing content for a targeted audience online. Content can be in the form of a blog, newsletter, ebook, video, press release, infographic, webinar, case study, and company report. So think of ways to consistently create and publish content like this on the internet to educate, inform, and entertain your audience. And what will happen is as you consistently produce and promote these pieces of content, it will be shared, it will be consumed, and thousands of people will end up encountering this content and learning about your service and building your credibility and increasing the number of qualified leads visiting the website through the search engines and through social media. So let's talk about how all of this ties in together. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It's a tool that you use to keep track of all of your leads and where they stand in the pipeline of your sales process. So hopefully you all already have a nice sales process in place. If you need help with your sales process, we'll be happy to help you with that. But essentially, the sales process is what your salespeople use to get people through the door, get them acclimated to what you do, and to lead to a sale. So the first step is that they visit your website, they find you through social media, they find you through a search engine, they visit your website, they fill out a form, they schedule the virtual tour. And hopefully the lead is automatically add it to your CRM through the website. This integration can happen when it's set up for you. We can help you set that up if you need it. But once your CRM receives that new lead, then what you can do is ask for that person to follow you on social media in an automatic email that goes out to that person after they make the appointment. You can send an educational video to them to get them acclimated to what you're all about and how you operate. You invite them to the tour, and then you stay in touch with them via social media and email marketing so you can stay top of mind when they're ready to move forward. Next, you can invite them to an event. It can be a virtual event via a webinar or an in-person event. And then once they do finally become a resident, you can ask for an online review or a video testimonial. And what this is called is user-generated content. The user is creating content for you. And once that review is posted, then you can share it on your website and share it on social media. So it's a nice little cycle, like you see in the picture here. One thing serves the other, and it goes round and round, and it gets bigger and bigger as your brand expands. So sales and marketing automation can be set up where that lead receives an automatic email. They receive chat messages back and forth through the website that leads to a virtual tour. They can receive that educational video via email from your sales team. And you're essentially using the content. You're using the newsletter to stay in touch over time if they don't buy right away. You're using your website as a sales tool and a complement to your sales team. And you are using the search engines and social media as a gathering tool to target your ideal customer when they're actively looking for your service and when they are browsing the internet and looking at their social media feeds and getting recommendations and referrals from family and friends. So it really is an ecosystem, a digital marketing strategy. One thing feeds into the other. It's quite incredible and remarkable how people are able to find you through this virtual world that we've created for ourselves. But when you put the work in to brand your company with the best branding assets like a website and strong social media posting and presence, when you're actively creating that video content, blogging content, newsletter content, when you're actively running those paid advertising campaigns on websites like Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn, what happens is people will see you everywhere online, and they will trust your brand because they see you all the time, and you have the credibility and the consistency where people will say, wow, I visited your website, then I saw an ad on another website, and I saw you linking to another website, and they will definitely want to get engaged with you because you're so good at what you do. So with that, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time to listen to my presentation today. I would love for you to contact us on our website. It's themauldingroup.com, or email me directly at bonnie@themauldingroup.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. We're all over the place. You can find us with the handle Mauldin Group. And today I have a very special offer. It's a bonus gift. I'm going to give you my ebook. It's called Top 10 Steps to Master Senior Living Marketing. And it's just a comprehensive guide to give you a roadmap on things to do to put a lot of this strategy I shared with you today in play. Again, thank you so much for coming to the virtual conference for the Georgia Healthcare Association. We are thrilled that you're a member. We are thrilled that you have taken the time to learn and edify yourself. And I just want to commend you and thank you for choosing this career path for yourself. It's not easy being a healthcare professional and dealing with COVID-19 and dealing with your own issues at home, and then dealing with the issues at work and taking care of people and making people's lives better. by contributing to their health and wellness. Kudos to you. I commend you. You're very special. The work you do is very important, and I want to encourage you to keep going and stay strong and be encouraged. I'll see you on the other side on social media or through maybe our website or an email. Let's stay in touch. And again, thank you for your time.